Hello, Expand Dog. How you doing, dude?
But Josh, you scream in agony. This is not much better. Josh, why are you doing this to me? Well, chat, there is a reason for it. Oh, the internet shit out anyways. Okay. If my stream dies horrifically, it is because I'm having serious network issues today. So we're gonna do our best. We're gonna do our best. Let's see, site updates. This is how I usually do this first. I do a site update. We're basically, the server is like, I don't know, I have to redo everything at some point. When I go back to the US, I'm going to personally visit my data center and I'm going to reconstruct some things because we have issues that are, I think, hardware related at this point. And I'm going to have to, I did fix the issue with the firewall though. So the firewall is fixed. But there's more to do. In regard, I don't even know what it is. It's such a pain in the ass. There's so many moving parts that I have to manage myself, and I can't rely on anybody else to host anything that's related to us. So I have to end up doing a ton of shit and maintain it all, and it's just the biggest pain in the ass. And then I have to find different hosts every fucking week and shit. It's a lot of work, chat, which is why it pisses me off a little bit when I ask a group of people on my site to not be deranged lunatic psychopaths, and they tell me, no, actually, you are wrong and you are simping. I actually wasn't going to talk about this, but I think it escalates. If I say anything to these people, they will just remain angry continuously until I do something about it. It's a really weird thing where, like, the DarkSydePhil people cannot be tolerated on anywhere. They get banned from everything all the fucking time because they're just like deranged psychopaths who are single-mindedly obsessed with one fat retard. And I ask only one thing of them, which is to lighten up and take it fucking easy. You don't have to do crazy illegal shit to DarkSydePhil. You can lighten up a little bit, and it's always met with this utter contempt of me for even daring to ask them that they do something a little bit differently. And it's like I don't have this. It's so bizarre because I have this issue with nobody else on the entire planet. Do I have an issue where I go into a thread and I say, hey, except the Cyrex people, they're similar, where it's like you say, hey, maybe don't do this because that's probably illegal and it's kind of retarded. Say, no, he is actually a bad person, and therefore we are internet vigilantes, and we're going to invoke justice against him, gamer justice against Cyrex and DarkSydePhil. It's like, okay, that's fucking really gay. It's incredibly fucking gay. So I don't know. I have actually locked the board because it's very clear if I don't do things that compel them to respond in a specific way, I do not get any kind of absorption of my message. If I say something and I don't back that up with any kind of force behind it, it will just be trampled on by these people. So I'm considering my options, and I have a game plan for how to tolerate the DSP people, because there is like a contingent of users who've been around for like 10 years who still talk about DSP, and I don't want to like boot them off, in part because I know if I boot them off, they'll make their own site, and I think they'll have similar issues to the Kiwi Farms because they're deranged. But I think that also evicting people to a different site that's led by like the DSP people will result in a like a more dangerous form of the board. Because right now, if they have no checks and balances and they just self-regulated without any kind of oversight from people who are more grounded in reality, they would probably just march over to his house and shoot his dog at this point, or his cat. He's a cat, not a dog. So they just poison his fucking cat and say, haha, Jasper wasn't taken care of well anyways, so therefore me murdering your cat is epic trolling. It's shit like that. I have a feeling, I have a sneaking suspicion that they need benevolent dictatorship to encourage them not to be insane cat murderers. That's my theory with the DarkSydePhil people. Which is interesting, interesting timing, because there is something happening right now in the DSP world that is disruptive, and a lot of people are upset about it just by the threat of it. But I'll talk. Forsaken Wanderer for 10 says, Josh, what was it that DSP detractors did to cause you to lock the board? The biggest problem I've seen with them is that they're now filled with rainbow flags and furries who cry racism all day. They're just belligerent. I try to talk to them and they're like animals, and they don't understand anything except forest and being banned and shit. It's really obnoxious, and there's no other area of the site that's like that. If I get upset with some other group because of some shit that's going on, usually they will at least respect my request or pretend to. The DSP people think like, what, you think that us trying to fuck with Phil is a bad thing? Why are you a simp then, huh? It sounds like a you problem. Like, no, I'm going to make it a you problem because you're on my site and you're an asshole. So they should probably avoid being belligerent fucking dipshits all the time. Action Johnny for 10 says, I read that. Turbo Neil Breen for 5 says, how much money to permanently shut down the DSP board? They should be paying me. You're right. That's what I'll do. I'll change my mind about the DSP board, but I'm going to start a GoFundMe. And it's going to be $1,000 a month. DSP fine. Or you can go join Discord and goon with your goon friends.